Hello, how's everyone doing? It is your fallen angel back with another video. Today, we are going over the effects of Kundalini on the thoughts and the mind. So without further ado, let's begin. Kundalini and the energy of the chakras is bioelectricity. Our brains run on bioelectricity. This can be seen when some people experience seizures. So for some people who are epileptic or they are more prone to seizures, when they try to raise this energy, because when you are doing Kundalini, you are absorbing more electricity than normal. So people can experience seizures or epileptic episodes. So this is why we always recommend to take it very slow. Always meditate slowly, especially if you're someone who's prone to something like that. Thoughts are electrical impulses. When we revamp our bioelectricity, we stimulate areas of our mind that have been and are normally dormant. So guys, in our previous video, we were talking about how thoughts create your circumstances because thoughts have electrical matter to it, right? Thoughts are very, very powerful because when thoughts start off, they have emotions that follow it, and then these manifest into the physical plane. This is why we always tell you on this channel to be very, very crucial on the way you think and how you think about yourself, and to always be in a positive mindset, because these negative thoughts, they will manifest, right? Murphy's Law will make sure these negative thoughts manifest. Kundalini can kick up old fears, unpleasant thoughts, and all kinds of things that have been buried in our minds. So it will show you your true self. It will show you your wrongdoings. It will show you all the stuff that explains who you are today. It will kick up old fears, old traumas, old reasons of thinking. That's why Kundalini is very important, because it's trying to make sure all chakras are clear. It's essential to realize that the body, the Kundalini body, wants to make sure all chakras are clear. There's no blockages. So whether there's something trapped in your throat, something trapped in your heart, something trapped in the root, it wants to get through to all these traumas or all the reasons why you're holding back for the Kundalini to fully awaken. So it's essential to understand. Do not be scared of seeing these thoughts, seeing these visions, seeing these old past experiences, because it's something you have to overcome, right? If you don't overcome it, you will constantly go back to it. Therefore, when we explain this on our video of Gopi Krishna dealt with a lot of fear during his first Kundalini experience, and he never wanted to go back. But until he finally accepted who he was, accepted the fears, the traumas, he was able to live in bliss afterwards, because then he knew how powerful the Kundalini energy truly was. Void meditation and the ability to banish thoughts at will is a definitive help here, as negative thoughts serve no real purpose, and tying into them is a waste of time, unless it is for a specific reason, as one wanting to deal with them. So, for the most part, negative thoughts serve no real purpose unless you are doing some sort of self-reflection to understand what happened, to understand the traumas, to learn from what transpired. Other than that, negative thoughts will just pull you downwards. It will pull you down a downward spiral. This is not something you want to stay attuned with, because the more you put these thoughts out, the more energy and emotion you'll put into them. Therefore, it's essential to do your void meditation so you can have a mind as sharp as a ninja. You can never allow anyone to feel your thoughts, to feel how you're thinking. You can never allow that. Your energy will be so potent and so intertwined with just yourself, which is the most important thing you want to be intertwined with. This is just a stage and will pass in time. Ignore any negative thoughts if they surface, and they will go away. So during the Kundalini, you may have an abruption of negative thoughts, an abruption of fears, etc. But it's just a stage and a part of you learning how to control your stillfulness. You need to learn how to be still. So once you learn how to be still with your body first, still with the mind second, then the Kundalini will arise, because these thoughts will go away, right? They will always go away. They come, they go, they come, they go. As we can see, by focusing our attention to our chakras, we empower them through awareness and focus. When turning our attention to anything, we give it power. When we completely ignore any negative thoughts or psychic disturbances, they will wither away. This also goes with negative people. The more you engage with bad behavior, you are kind of rewarding it, even though it may not be a positive reaction. A negative reaction to some people is still a reaction. So regardless, you must always not give it any energy or any attention, because when you do, you are feeding it power. This goes for thoughts as well. So be very crucial on how you're thinking, because you can be feeding negative thoughts your power when you could really be feeding positive thoughts your power. And this can lead to your Kundalini awakening and you understanding the true powers within. People who have or had a tendency to seizures need to be extra careful with Kundalini stimulation. Experiences are often very individual, and what one persona may not experience, another person will. Remember to take things slow in regards to working on your soul. So guys, whenever we're doing breathing exercises, whenever we're raising bioelectricity within the body, we always want to take things slow, especially for someone who's more prone to seizures, prone to, things of that nature. We want to just be more self-aware, more diligent on how we do things, right? You want to just be safe. Always be safe on your breathing, safe on how you raise your electricity, and safe always, okay? Because it will come. You don't have to ever rush anything. Your self-health is more important than you rushing. Less is always better with these exercises, especially when one is new to meditation. But regardless of any experiences, one should proceed fearlessly. Those who are weak, usually those of the right-hand path, who practice yoga, are not evolved. So when we talk about right-hand path, we talk about people that are, primarily using their left hemisphere brain. Their right-handedness, their whole right hemisphere body is controlled by the left hemisphere brain. What we want to understand is we want to get you to the point where you're using right and left hemispheres. You're using both hemispheres, right? You want to awaken both hemispheres, the creative and the logical. You want to be able to use both hemispheres. This is how you'll be able to awaken both sides of the Kundalini. Become anxious and fearful when they run into problems. Remember, fear is not a part of spiritualism. The number one thing to let go when awakening Kundalini is to let go of any fears of anything, self-doubt, fear of death, any self-pervading thoughts that may be negative in any connotation. You have to get rid of all of these thoughts, because if not, you will not be able to let this serpent rise. And the whole purpose is for liberation, is to understand how the serpent rises, right? You must let go of any self-doubt and fear in order for this to happen. So you can use both hemispheres of the brain into your powers. So with that being said, guys, this has been the effects of Kundalini on the thoughts and the mind. So with that being said, feel free to like and subscribe, leave a comment down below. Check us out on Patreon, Rumble, Twitter, Instagram, things of that nature. This has been your fallen angel, and I am out.